everyone, I'm Erica and welcome to my bookshelf. Today we're going to be talking about the book that I have called The Bill Martin Jr. Big Book of Poetry, and this is an anthology of over 200 authors with award-winning illustrators, and it's so beautiful. And as you can see right here, the forward is by Eric Carle, and he just gives a big thumbs up. So, as many of you know, Bill Martin Jr. is also a beloved children's author. He wrote Chicka Chicka Boom Boom and Brown Bear, What Do You See? And so before he died, they just made this book of all the poetry he had collected. So today's video is going to be about the lesson plans and things you can do with children with this book. So let's look inside. Okay, so from the beginning, you can see it has a table of contents where all the poetry is separated and organized by subjects. So literally, you could do a lesson plan with these subjects and just incorporate poems. Sorry about that. What's great is they also have Mother Goose poetry, so it's nice to see a lovely illustration to poems we've heard so many times. And you could also do it by author, because there are a lot of famous authors in here. Langston Hughes, Emily Dickinson, Robert Frost, Jack Prelutsky. I think we have Carl Sandburg and a few others. So anyways, if you would like to do something different and incorporate these poems into your English lessons, let's look at some ideas I pulled right here to use with the children. So this poem, Mice, uses a lot of descriptive words that you could talk to them about. Mice, I think mice are rather nice. Their tails are long, their faces small. They haven't any chins at all. Their ears are pink, their teeth are white. So you can just see there's a lot of descriptive language in there. And then number 3, we have tongue twisters. So this is always fun to read super fast, and the kids just want you to mess up. It's called Foxes. A litter of little black foxes, and later a litter of little gray foxes, and later a litter of little white foxes. Yeah, you can just see it keeps getting more complicated to read the faster you go. So another literary element is the metaphor, which this poem is actually titled Metaphor. So morning is a new sheet of paper for you to write on. Whatever you want to say all day long until night, folds it up and files it away. So you can see that's an example of a comparison not using like or as, which is literally the definition of the metaphor, which I'm sure you know. Let's look at number 5. Okay, so imagery. A lot of this poetry has imagery in it, so it was hard to specifically find one poem that I thought had the most imagery, but I love this poem, In the Woods. Silence of the deep green wood, where little sounds are heard, the flutter of such tiny wings, the buzz and sudden springs of grasshoppers flying from the grass, where the shining beetle traffics past. So you can just kind of get an idea of how beautiful that language will give your children the image of the woods. And so the 7th is a spoof. And I love this poem, Let There Be Pizza on Earth. It is a spoof of the song Let There Be Peace on Earth. And you can teach your kids of how the rhythm of this poem follows the song Let There Be Pizza on Earth, and let it be eaten by me. Let there be pizza on earth as far as the eye can see. Yeah, so that's just a really great poem. I had one more example that I wanted to show you guys. Where did it go? Well, I was going to show you, there's a poem in here called Fog by Carl Sandburg. That is a great example of personification because he talks about how the fog is like a cat. And there's some other just really great finds in here. So I highly recommend this book. You can find it at your local bookstore on Amazon.com. Thanks, you guys. Hope to see you again soon.